Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elder apostles as well as the elder bishops who labored to teach us this truth. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Patazar from the Great Millstone, Chicago branch, coming at you with another real quick, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And this lesson was inspired by this post by the brother Hopeful Aristocrat on the gram. All right, shalom, salutations to that brother. Diligent, always posting up good information, sit down worthy, things like that, which is why I came across this. This individual right here is Ricky Smiley. He's been in the comedy game for a while. I remember growing up seeing him on Comic View. I'm showing my age, but yeah, he's been around for a while. And, he's sensitive, soft as hell. I think he's part of the moist alphabet community, low key. But nonetheless, even he's seeing the writing on the wall, just like a lot of people. And, it's funny how when the prophecies, the more and more they're beginning to come to pass, people are becoming more and more nervous. They're becoming more and more cognizant that the world around them is getting ready to change for the worst and not for the better. And, it's funny, they come up with these solutions that mean absolutely nothing. It's not going to do you any good. It's not going to give you any type of profit. Okay? The only solution to what's coming is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai and doing the things that please him. That's the only solution. That's the only hope you have. Okay? And it all boils down to you being of the elect. Because what's coming to Babylon the Great is going to be unheard of. All right, I'm gonna get that, but let's let him talk a little bit.
I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we are in danger. If you haven't been watching the news and checking out everything that's going on, we're in a lot of danger right now because the Constitution, the United States Constitution, as we know it, they about to cut all through that. And we are accustomed to having rights. All of your rights, all of our rights is at risk right now. That whole Make America Great Again, as far as this administration and the way he is going and the way things are going, and when they say great again, that means your ass don't have no rights. If you go and watch Joy Reid videos, if you get an opportunity to watch Joy Reid videos, go watch them. You'll learn a lot, especially her video on slavery. Oh, we're gonna wait till the midterm election comes. Ain't gonna be no midterm election. You better look into getting a dual citizenship somewhere if you can, because things about to get ugly.
Yeah, again, words that can't profit. Dual citizenship is not going to do you any good. Dual citizenship is going to be pointless. Okay, the walls are closing in on Babylon, but not just Babylon, aka America. The walls are closing in on the entire world. Okay, this NWO, this new world order, this fourth industrial revolution is going to encompass the entire world and all the inhabitants thereof, Craig. So whether you go, it doesn't matter where you go, man. All right, let's get that in Amos. You're not going to escape the judgment of the Lord. The scriptures say this is the hour of temptation. Matter of fact, hold on. Hour temptation. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. This is talking about the prophets, the true believers. Okay? We are the ones that are keeping the word of the Lord's patience. Okay? It says, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So, hey, you can get dual citizenship. You can get fucking quadruple citizenship. You're still going to be met with the same threat. You're still going to be met with the same situation, the same temptation that's going to come upon everybody, Craig. So ain't no escaping this, man. Ain't no escaping this. Okay? Well, let's get it. Yes, nigga, yeah. You talk about rights. We never had rights. You Israelites never had rights for real. At any given moment when this devil decided to violate your rights, they did and got away with it, man. All right? See, the only people that had some semblance of rights were these Edomites. But now their rights are being trampled over with this new bill, with this new administration, with this new world order that's coming to fruition. All right? We always, the media likes to highlight Jake as far as how Jake's going to be affected. The majority of people that are going to be affected by these new draconian measures are Edomites. They're going to be the main ones that are going to rise up. They're going to be the main ones that are going to rebel and cause the most havoc. All right. Jake going to be in there too. Don't get it twisted. But the main ones that's really finna put boots on the ground and test some shit up for real when they really get affected are Edomites. All right. That's who Esau Edom is preparing for, man. Okay. This nigga talking about dual citizenship. You talking about rights, man. The Constitution is trampled every day. Every day that the fractional reserve banking exists, the Constitution is being trampled. Every day that you're using paper dollars, the Constitution is being trampled. All right. And that's just one example. Every day that goes by that you're not using gold and silver, your Constitution is being trampled over. Every time you get paid, and as soon as you get your check, they done already took taxes out of this, taxes taken out, this taxes. Hey, that's a trampling of your constitutional rights. Okay, if you want to get technical about it. All right, but no, they're taking away that last crumb of liberty from the American people with this new bill. And they're ramping up mass deportations, man. They didn't build Alligator Alcatraz for no reason. They didn't build, and Alligator Alcatraz is getting the most coverage in the news, but you better believe there's other facilities that's been built that have to be filled up. Okay? So Esau, he's making his move, man. If you can remember years ago, I think it was Alex Jones, or I forget, but somebody had revealed that, man, they had thousands of coffins, thousands of, not wood coffins, but like plastic coffins. All right, thousands upon probably millions. They ordered thousands of guillotines. This was the Department of Homeland Security. They ordered guillotines, man. What do you think they ordered them for? Okay. Why do you think they ramping up ICE? They're getting ready to deputize different nationalist organizations. They're getting ready to deputize bounty hunters because they're going to be rounding up people, man. They're going to be rounding up you Jakes. They're going to be rounding up people that rebel against the government. They're going to be rounding them up, man, for real. And they're going to be putting people in concentration camps, man. Re-education camps. Okay? Get you dipped and chipped. All right? This man is making his move. Okay? He's making his move. And niggas are getting nervous now. He's about to crash this economy. All right? And they're getting ready to reintroduce a whole new way of life. Draconian. Okay? Severe. Cruel. All right? Dystopian. You understand? This is what this man is getting ready to come with, man. And they know they're going to be met with a lot of pushback. So they ready for that. All right? And there's nowhere you can run. There's nowhere you can hide, man. I'm going to get Amos. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9. Matter of fact, nah. What was it? I think it was Amos 8. Or is it Amos 5? Salakia, hold on 1 second. All right, serpent bit. Yeah, this is the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? And the day of Yahweh, it says the day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. So we coming into that day, man. We're coming into Jacob's trouble. All right, we're coming into the judgment that's getting ready to happen. All right, we're coming into the hour of temptation. Okay, these things all lead up to the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light, even dark and no brightness in it? See? So that gives you the Holy Scriptures gives you this analogy that there is no escaping the Lord's judgment. Okay, it don't matter where you go to. It don't matter if you leave America. It don't matter if you leave America, you go to Mexico. They raising hell in Mexico. They kicking Americans out. They really getting on them gringos' asses. All right, where you gonna go? You gonna become a passport pro and go to fucking Thailand, the Philippines? All right, hey, you gonna get tried out there? Okay, the beast system is gonna be worldwide. You're gonna have to deal with the same shit. All right, China's already draconian as hell. Okay, so there is no escaping this. The only escape is through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. As it is written, the name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and are safe. Okay, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is supposed to be your refuge and your strong rock. Okay, not hopping on motherfucking American Airlines, you know, going to Switzerland somewhere, man. You're going to get chipped and dipped out there. That same hour of temptation is going to try everybody, Craig. The only passage, the only light at the end of the tunnel is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. But hey, Jake going to learn the hard way, man. Which is beautiful. Hey, it is what it is. Somebody got to fulfill that lot. There's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and 20. It says, wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity? All right. See, the solutions, you people, man, whether you a celebrity influencer or whoever, your solutions hold no weight. Your solutions are no solutions at all. You just gonna hopscotch from one hell to another. You see? Like the scriptures say, great men are not always wise. Hey, just because a nigga rich, that don't mean he wise. Just because a nigga got a lot of followers and a lot of clout on the internet, he damn sure ain't wise. You see? Just because somebody is well respected in the upper echelons of society, that don't mean they wise. You know who's wise? The wise man is the one that fears Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and has knowledge of his omnipotence. That's the wise man. That is wisdom. That is the beginning of all wisdom. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Not the fear of Donald Trump. Not the fear of policy. All right? Not any of this bullshit. No, it's the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. That's where you find refuge and solace. Okay? The scriptures say what? I'll come back to that Proverbs. Knowledge and wisdom. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here, man. I'm gonna leave it here. This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Wisdom and knowledge. What is wisdom? The fear of the Lord. Okay. What is knowledge? The understanding of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and what he delights in. It says that is going to be the stability of thy times. And what? It says, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh is his treasure. See? And the whole world is going to find that out, man. The whole world is going to find out that, hey, those crazy niggas that was on the corner with the garments on and the Bibles, the whole world is finding out that these guys were right all along. And not just anybody on the corners with the scriptures. The great millstone and those affiliated and preach the like doctrine. You will find out that, hey, these dudes were right about everything the entire time. And it is what it is. Call all Yahweh Shem Yahushai.